Hey there all you handsome bastards and classy ladies, and welcome to one of my all-time favourite games that I've ever played in my entire life so far. It is Final Fantasy IX that recently got a bit of a polish for the PS4, and I have to say it is gorgeous. I mean, it's not a complete remaster, it's a PS1 game, so it's not, you know, current gen gorgeous. But I'm also looking at it with, you know, nostalgia glasses. But this is a game that I absolutely love. Now, I have been playing it for a bit. I'm not necessarily looking at maybe doing a whole series on this because it's a bastard long game. But if people want to see me, Joe, maybe play it from the beginning, and just if you're happy for me to just kind of gradually upload videos as time goes by, that is absolutely fine with me. But Final Fantasy IX is my favourite Final Fantasy game of them all. We gotta make our way to the Ice Cavern right now. So just to fill you in on the storyline, Zidane here, so Zidane, the guy just underneath Garnet, he is a thief working for a group called Tantalus who was hired to kidnap Princess Garnet up just above him. Fortunately, Garnet actually wanted to be kidnapped anyway because she thinks something dodgy is going on in her kingdom and that her mother is up to no good. Vivi is a black mage who snuck into the play and then ended up on stage and left the city on the same airship. Steiner is the bodyguard to Garnet. He hates pretty much everybody. Well, actually, he only hates Zidane. He actually really likes Vivi. But he is sworn to protect Garnet and is dedicated to having Zidane arrested and kind of possibly executed once he gets her back. But Garnet doesn't actually want to go back. Now, what I actually have to do first is I need to check out the abilities, because I equipped Zidane with the Moonstone, but I should actually remove that from him. How the hell do I remove stuff? Awkward. See, I want to give the Moonstone to Garnet because it can teach the Shell ability. The only issue is I can't seem to be able to remove it for some reason. And you could definitely remove equipment. Do you know what? Maybe I'll just worry about that later on. Let me just make sure everybody's got some good gear equipped though. Garnet in particular, I want to see what she's got. So I'll give her a leather hat, and I'll give her a wrist. So you see at the bottom there you have ability. So the wrist teaches the ability Flee Gill, which she can't learn because she's a white mage. But Zidane can learn it because it's a thief skill. So if you have the equipment equipped, they can use those abilities, and the little numbers next to it. So Blizzard for Vivi has 20 out of 25. So when that hits 25, it means he's mastered Blizzard, which then means you can equip something else and he'll still be able to use Blizzard. But if you change out the leather wrist for a different piece of equipment before he has it mastered, he won't be able to use Blizzard. It's simple, but it works. I'm quite happy with what I got equipped. I want Steiner to learn Minus Strike and Beast Killer. You see, can he learn? Yeah, see, he can. So I want him to learn Minus Strike before I equip the Iron Sword, because that's teaching him Beast Killer. So there's a bit of strategy around what you need to learn, and I totally need to learn how to unequip equipment, but I'll worry about that later on. So I'm probably just going to do the Ice Cavern here. I might do it up as far as the first Black Waltz fight. I also, even though I do live commentary, I'm going to shut up during scenes like this. Well, that's one thing I was going to say. One reason why you shouldn't go into the cavern is because you are all horribly underdressed for this kind of cold. Vivi's probably the best dressed for it, but even so. These little streams of mist that kind of come out of the cavern, they guarantee that you get into a fight with some monsters. So, yeah, generally best to avoid them. Flans. So, attacking flans with physical attacks is pretty much pointless. Because they, well, they can't do much. They are, however, very weak to black magic. And sword magic, actually, as well. By association. Vivi is a beast. Now, one thing that I absolutely love about Final Fantasy IX and its story. Alright, so Steiner's learned Bird Killer. And we got a Flan card. So there's a card game in it called Tetramaster. It's no Gwent, but it's actually still quite enjoyable, to be fair. My only issue with it is it's heavily reliant on random number generation, which is a pain in the ass. Okay, so he's learned Bird Killer. He's mastered that now, but we don't have any other equipment to give him, so that's fine. Why can't I remove? Oh, hang on. There we go. They really shouldn't call that off. They should just call that, like, equip, optimize, unequip. That would have made it so much better. Although, you know what? I'm actually going to take it off her and I'm going to equip it on Zidane again. Because he's very close to learning Beast Killer. He's got a few more fights and he'll have Beast Killer down. And then she can start learning Shell. Which, to be fair, is going to be very helpful because there's a couple of Black Waltz fights coming up where you're up against heavy magic users. Forgot about these. One thing I really love about Final Fantasy IX as well is that it doesn't have a mopey protagonist. You know? He's no Cloud or Squall. He's not angst. Oh shit, I think we got hit by the mist. I'm not sure if that was the breeze hitting us. Got ourselves a little goblin type guy. Ouch. I wonder what he's got though. There's a cave in. Oh yeah, he's got sleep potions and stuff. Bit of a debuffer. I think he's got a knife attack as well that can do a fair bit of damage. Oh well. He's God's problem now. But yeah, I really like the whole fact that Zidane isn't a mopey, annoying, angsty protagonist. He's actually he's a pretty chill guy. I do actually think it's worth patching ourselves up. We'll be okay for that then. How do I get down there? Oh, hang on. Derp! Mist be gone. What is it? Mist? By the way, people, I'm totally on form for Christmas this year. I didn't feel Christmassy at all last year. I don't know why. Not even that I was anti-Christmas. I wasn't like in Grinch mode or anything. I just felt meh. I didn't feel that Christmas spirit, you know? But I'm feeling it in absolute troves this year. I hate Halloween. I don't do Halloween. I think Halloween's a bullshit holiday. And it brings out the worst in people. And people vandalize places. They hurt animals and everything. I mean, Halloween's a disgusting holiday. And I'm allowed to say that because it's an Irish holiday. So, you know, It originated with the Celts. Sleeping juice right in the lady's face. At least we hope that was a sleeping juice. My God, Vivi just wrecks the place. So yeah, I hate Halloween, so I'm skipping that and I'm looking straight forward to Christmas. Alright, so Vivi's learned Thunder and... Was that Blizzard? I think it was Thunder and Blizzard. Actually, he's got all of his magics. Just want to make sure I'm not missing out on any passive abilities that should be equipped. I don't think so. I think Zidane and Steiner are the only two with... Oh! Beast Killer. Sorry, that got turned off after I unequipped it. Okay. We may proceed. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, I do live commentary. I know not everybody likes it. Which is fair enough. I mean, to be honest with you, outside of a very, very select few channels, I tend to go for no commentary videos myself. Except for people like Proper Bird and there's a few others. But I don't talk during cutscenes or anything like that because that's just stupid. I wouldn't do that to you. And even though this game it doesn't have any dialogue as such, I'm still not going to talk past any of that as well. My God. Oh no, I'm going into trance. Oh, what an absolute waste. So trance is essentially a limit break. I wonder if I'll get my tidal flame in first. No, I won't. So the thing with trance, right, you build up the bar by taking damage. And then you don't have an option. It's not like you have the gauge and you select when you go into trance. It's literally nope, I'm in trance. I'm gone into rage, you know, kind of berserker rage mode. All right, so we're gonna get rid of the Moonstone on Zidane, and we are instead going to equip it to Garnet. There we go. I forgot about the walls, but now that I've kind of rejogged my memory, I've played this game so many times. It's been years, don't get me wrong. But I played through it so much, it's just drilled into my head. Ooh, an elixir. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, I don't talk during cutscenes. I try to not be offensive. If I ever do say anything offensive, it's never by, like, you know, choice. Shit. Missed. Oh, we're okay. I love the updated character models in this, but you know, even like looking at their faces, you can actually see. Alright, maybe not the best angle, but you can actually see faces. You know, proper like nose, mouth, eyes. I already got the Mage Masher. So you can actually steal the Mage Masher off the first enemy you ever fight. It's Baku dressed up as a dragon. Takes a couple of goes, but your party at the time is literally 4 thieves. So, you know, statistically, if you're ever going to steal something from somebody, the odds are completely in your favor there. Kind of like Katniss Everdeen. I wonder, yeah, it looked like an... See the wall over on the right? But yeah, Final Fantasy IX, people, it's got a great story. It's got characters that are actually genuinely likable. For me, it has a villain that I can actually understand his motives. You know? Like Sephiroth and stuff like that, it's a bit vague. He's like, I'm a son of a alien, so therefore I'm going to turn the planet into my own personal ship. So we're going to fight the Black Waltz over that way, but first we're going to go this way. You know, he's essentially like, I'm going to turn it into my own personal ship and stuff, and... it was a lot of bollocks. And in 8... Oh, sorry. Cutscene. I'm shutting up. So this is essentially tutorials. So it explains like status effects, elemental properties, card game. I understand status effect and the card game pretty well. Although I wonder if he explains... Sorry, no, I am going to blitz through this just a little bit. Because I just want to see... So they explain how to challenge... Yeah, this is what I wanted. Select 5 cards. Yeah, okay. I know the how to play it. I know the mechanics. It's actually very straightforward. What I want to know is... Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I get that. Ah, balls. It's like, oh, it's got other rules, but I won't go into them. Literally, the rules that I need to know are, it's about the cards. Some of them have elemental properties. Yeah, okay, that's straightforward enough. Sorry, that stuff is actually quite interesting, but I know it off by heart. So these are Moogles. These are the guys who save your game. Although this version of it actually has an autosave function. But then you have this thing called Mognet, which is actually a really... I really like it as a little side activity in the game. But essentially, you are a letter courier between the Moogles, because their Mognet system for some reason has become unreliable. So you deliver letters, and it just gives you a better idea of what's going on around the world and what's going on in the world of the Moogles. So Moos is saying, hey, you gotta deliver a letter to Gumo for me. So I say, sure. And then we do Mognet again. Yeah, so if they say I want mail Kupo, it basically means, you know, I got nothing for you. You don't have a letter for me, I no longer have a letter for you. So then what happens is later on we'll find Gumo. I think we find him in Burmisha, but I'm not sure. Actually, we might find him in Dale. I'm going to use a tent as well. Oh no, that was a stupid use of a tent. Yeah, that was wasteful. A tent fixes everything for you, but I didn't really need it. It's just there's a boss fight coming up. Okay, so this is going to increase my magic evasion, which is good. So the bosses that we're going to fight in a minute, it's one of them is a black waltz, which effectively means that's just going to lower defense. Yeah, I suppose I'm pretty much as well equipped as I can be. But he uses magic, and you have to fight him 1v2. You'll see why. And he also has a giant seal, a sea lion with him. And when I say giant, I mean a feckin' giant sea lion. I wonder if we can interact with Garnet. No, they're out. So yeah, we're gonna have a boss fight here, and it's literally just Zidane by himself. It's actually a tricky fight. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to win it. I actually think he's the first... No, he's not the first boss you have with the boss music. So yeah, this is a bit of a tricky one. Usually I set it up so that I have my trance gauge just about ready to be full up by the time the fight starts. Because then you can kill this guy. I can actually kill both of them very quickly. Fortunately, that's not an option for me. Go sea lion, go sea lion, go! Now the thing is... 27. Alright, that's not so bad. By default, any boss fight that you do in this game, Zidane's a thief. That's his class, and he's going to be in pretty much every fight that you do. So you kind of want to use him. Ooh, he missed. You want to use him to steal from every boss that you come across, because some of the bosses have some sweet gear on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of runs of stealing on both of them. Yeah, I'm doing pretty alright for HP right now. Oh shit, I think he hits harder though. Yeah, he does. Not massively, but still. Okay, so he doesn't have anything. Actually, just to show you in addition, if you pause the game, you see down in the bottom? If you press L1, you turn on the battle assistance cheat. L2 turns on the 9,999... I think health and damage output. R1 is high speed mode, R2 is safe travel, which means you turn off random encounters. So theoretically we could go through the whole game together and not actually really play it properly, you know? Alright. Potion heals for about 160. So yeah, a regular potion should do me just fine. And then I'm gonna murder the shit out of the Black Waltz. And then I'm going to try and steal from the sea lion after that, rather than have the two of them battering me while I try to steal. Oh, the sea lion is definitely the more dangerous of the two. He's got a tidal wave attack as well. I've got the mage masher equipped as well, so it would be fantastic if I could slap silence on the Black Waltz, because he literally has no melee attacks. He's just pure magic. And just in terms of the story, because you'd have missed it, the Black Waltzes were mages, experimental mages, created and sent after us to track down Garnet. Alright, the seal is going to hit me with something else in a second, so I'm going to heal myself up. It's not really a boss fight. You want your health going too far under the 100 mark, you know? I reckon by the time we kill the Black Waltz and steal what we need to steal from the sea lion, we'll probably have a trance. And once you get a trance in this fight, it's hopeless for them. They're gone. Ow. They're throwing fire at me, man. I kind of love that. He's just like, sea lion, kill him for me. Be a dare. Now, I'm not sure if the sea lion actually has anything to steal. I'm going to find out though. After he's bitch slapping me with his wing. Although I'm pretty sure the sea lion is actually a zombie. I think he's technically undead. I also could have sworn he has a tidal wave fight. But I might be confusing him. Yeah, he's got a mithril dagger. And then I think after that he's got nothing. But I'll do one more steal just to be safe. Yeah, maybe a potion though. Because a mithril dagger would be actually quite sweet. Because if I remember right, I think the seal line can take... I think he can take 2 hits from Zidane's trance attacks is dying. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Now we can dish out the hurt. Oh my god, he's slapped me so many times. My cheek, Zidane's left cheek, is just rosy red. Because it is cold. It is cold and he's been smacked by a giant sea lion. That doesn't give you a rosy cheek, nothing will. Come on, hit me. One or two more smacks, I'd say. Ooh, I really should have healed. Yeah, he's gone yellow now. Which means he's using Belazara. He'll go upgrade himself. Gonna lob a high potion on myself. Because he's getting angry. So yeah, the best way to win this now is with a nice trance attack. So he'll hit me once more and then I should have my trance. Yeah. There we go. And say two. I'm actually glad that fight went the way that it did. I was genuinely not certain if I was going to win that one. And I recouped the high potion that I use. Regular potions are very replaceable. Did Steiner just basically accuse Zidane of, kind of, more or less raping the princess, or at least, you know. So I detect, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep the Mage Master equipped for now. Did he just accuse him of like sexually abusing the princess while she was unconscious? Of course he didn't. That overall thing that she wears would be impossible to get off. Also, it would be wrong. Yeah, definitely wrong. I love it, the Mughals. Usually they'll do this big dramatic flip over you, and then they'll save your game. But obviously he doesn't leave his pedestal, so he just does this amazing flourish of a flip, and then says exactly where he is. Okay. Do you know what, people? We're going to leave it at that for now. If you want to see more Final Fantasy IX, I'm more than happy. What I'll do is I'll keep this save file separate from all my other save files. And if you want to see more Final Fantasy IX, I'm happy to pick it up from there. Or, if you really want to, I can go back to the beginning as well, happily. I genuinely have never once gotten tired of playing this game. I love it so much. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.